Hey everybody, welcome to Homestead Living Alaska. It is Friday, May 30th. I want to give a shout out to our friend Jessica. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Jessica. Happy sweet 17. Wow. Anyways, we are busy getting ready for the excavator because it is on its way right now. Actually, Jeff had to get a ride with Brady down the road. We live 3 miles off of an unmaintained road if you guys are new to our channel, and then he's got to trek it 3 miles to get to our place, to get to our cabin from where they're dropping the excavator off, because they don't technically come in this far. So he is off doing that. The kids are behind me working on getting ready for last minute things before it shows up. All right, and the reason we're getting the excavator is because we have tons of stumps to pull left from last year that we didn't have time to pull before winter hit. If you guys are new to our channel, we live on agricultural land in the state of Alaska. Sorry, Hudson started his truck behind me. We live on agricultural land, so part of that requirement is we do have to clear 16 acres of land by next September 2026. So we are in the process of working on that. And to do that task, we need an excavator. So that's what we're working on in the rain, because it doesn't matter. We booked this excavator a few weeks ago. In this state, sometimes during the summer, because it's such a short time, equipment rentals are extremely hard to come by. And so we were sure to get on the books this year early on for this rental. So let's see what the kids are doing. And if you're new here, welcome on in. Hello, Hudson.
Hello.
How are you?
I am just fine.
This is our oldest son, Hudson.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. All right. Let's do it. I'm going to get this done before the machine comes.
I like Harley's where it has like a little screen on the front. That's
right.
Nice. So you can see how you look.
Yes, that's true.
I have no idea how I look.
You look fine.
But anyways, subscribe.
Subscribe. Go Harley.
What?
I said go Harley. Run that tractor.
So basically what we're doing here, the top is really wet.
That is not working. All right, and while the family's outside, I'm going to hop in here and work on my homemade ginger bug soda. A ginger bug is a starter culture similar to a starter for bread or a SCOBY for kombucha. The wild yeasts and bacteria are naturally present on the ginger and in the air, and these consume the sugar and produce carbon dioxide, which gives the soda its fizz. Now, to make the bug, you want to chop up ginger with the peel on. I usually chop up about 2 tablespoons to make your initial bug, and then you want to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, organic cane sugar if possible, as well as 2 cups of water. Now, you want to avoid chlorinated water because this can harm the bacteria. Now, once you have made your bug, every day for about 4 days after that, you want to be adding 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger to your bug. At about day 5 or 6, your bug will be ready and it should be nice and fizzy. All right, next thing I'm going to be doing is getting some ground coffee ready for tomorrow morning, prepping ahead so we have our nice fresh coffee. All right, and I'm also going to be making my scallop potatoes. Now, this is just kind of my own recipe. It's not, it's nothing super fancy, but I do like this recipe because it's affordable, filling, and a fairly quick meal to make for our family of 6. So first thing I do is I chop out about 4 to 5 pounds of potatoes. Now I am just using some store-bought russet potatoes. Of course, I would use my own from my garden if I had them, but I don't. And you want to also cut the potatoes fairly thin, or else it's going to take a long time for your dish to cook all the way through. So you want to cut them fairly thin. Next, what you're going to do is chop 4 to 6 cloves of garlic and about a half stick of butter. I saute that in a pot on low to medium. Next, I add about 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of creamer, and then stir that up. Now I'm going to add about a half cup of flour to thicken the mixture. You're going to take the whole thing and you're going to put it on the stove, maybe like medium, low to medium, until it gets thick. That can take about 5 minutes. Next, I put 1 cup of mozzarella and 1 cup of cheddar cheese on top or between your potatoes, however you choose to layer them. And because spruce tips are in season, I am garnishing this dish with them today. Then you're going to cover and bake for about 30 to 45 minutes on 350 degrees. You can check your potatoes, see if a fork goes through them without resistance. That means they're about done. You're going to let it cool, and then this is what my dish looked like within about 10 minutes of it being done.
Hey folks, so this winter we were talking about renting an excavator and pulling stumps. So it's early summer. We rented this excavator from Big Lake Rental. It's about a 20,000 pound, 18,000 pound machine. And we're pulling the stumps. Now, there's a couple acres, there's about 1.5 acres here, but we're pulling the stumps where the hogs used to be. So the hogs, they tore these stumps up pretty good. They killed the stump, and now they're pulling out pretty easy with this machine. And I'm thrashing the stumps around, trying to keep all that manure dirt and just the native soil with the ground here. We're gonna grow a big old garden out here, so potatoes and carrots, and we have a greenhouse going. So just part of the process of turning it into a part of the process of turning this place into a little functioning little farm. So you can see back here, here, watch your step here, Mom. We really thrash we shake the stumps around. I got my Stanley too. Well, you can see we knock all the dirt off the stump as much as we can. So you can come over here and see all that good soil that emanates here in Alaska.
Yes.
So yeah, we try to shake all the dirt off. These roots they're pretty dead, unalive. Anyways, and then we're putting them back over here in this hole. It's just a natural draw. It's a perfect spot for them. It's close, so we'll put, I don't know, maybe 200 or 300 stumps down over here. We have the machine for about 8-10 hours. Let's see what we get done. We have it for 3 days. We're trying not to go over too many hours. We have a lot of irons in the fire, so. Oh, I can see my eyebrows in my eyes. That needs a prune.
Okay, we're not leaving that in.
See over here where the stumps are still in the ground, and the hogs really killed the stumps. And the reason I can tell the stumps are dead is because there's no green new birch saplings popping up around the stump.
Right.
There's nothing there, and they just pull amazing. And I'm trying to leave it somewhat undisturbed. I'd like to just fold the top 3 or 4 inches of the soil, but it's just, at least we're keeping all the native soil right here. We're not shoving it, reshaping it. No chemical fertilizers at all. The machine doesn't leak any fluid. Hopefully we don't have any issues. But yeah, this is going to be a great little spot. We'll have some apple trees in here. Hopefully we'll have a nice 90 by 120 or a 36 by 120 greenhouse over there. There's Swan. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, Hudson.
I'm doing good.
Are you doing excellent? Oh, how's your headache?
It's much better, much better.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
It's looking good. Looking
Very
real
good, very good.
You can tell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really knocking the dirt off the
Off the stumps here.
stumps. Really
Yeah, it looks
keeping that.
good.
Yeah. I'm excited. So, yeah.
All right, guys, and we got the greenhouse up and lots of things planted since the last video. So as promised, this video, I'm going to kind of take you guys on a little tour around our small garden here and inside of the greenhouse. So let's go. All right, so we're going to be starting kind of up top here from the greenhouse. And as you can see, we just did some basic, pieces of firewood to mark out our rows. These are the potato rows, and we've gone all the way down. I'll kind of show you guys. 2 rows are bought from the store. They're like potato seeds, and then we actually reused our own potato seeds for the rest of the potato harvest. And, we would have had things more, symmetrical and all of this, but as you got into this area here, it was full of roots where you literally could not, put your shovel in. So we kind of had to go a little bit asymmetrical here. Here, we got this black tarp here. It's like a weed. So we put this down. This is from our neighbor Ty. Thank you, Ty. He gave us that, and then we punched holes, and there's probably about 150 holes, and we planted some onion sets in here from a viewer, and she knows who she is. Thank you very much. So we got most of the onion sets from her planted in the little holes here, and we're going to try this. We'll see if they come up this year and how they do. So they have their own like little spot. They're not going to be mixed with what's in the greenhouse. Then over here next to this, Lily and I have plans to do 2 rows of carrots there, but it started raining yesterday, so we didn't want to plant in the rain. All right, so we're going to be going over to the greenhouse. I thought I'd show you guys this. Look how cute. Lily actually had this idea. This is a hook. So when the wind kicks up, she actually came up with this idea. I thought it was pretty smart, just using, this to hold this door together with the frame. So I like that idea. All right, so let's go inside of the greenhouse. Now, I'm definitely going to be giving Lily credit because she has planted this entire greenhouse here, and she has decided what is going to go where. So over here, we have a little spot here where we're eventually going to be putting the wood stove here, potentially. And then on this side, we have this to all tomatoes. Now we have a variety of heirloom and cherry tomatoes and just, lots of variety here. All right. Then we're going with, these are kind of like our extra tomatoes. They're kind of our backups. There's just not enough room for all of these. Then what she did here was she planted beets. So you can tell she freshly watered in here probably yesterday. But this whole entire side, she did plant 2 beets. Now, we did seeds for all of this. And then we also did some starts over there of beets. And I'm not sure which one will do better, but you guys can follow us through the summer and you'll find out for sure. We also have a thermometer in here, so that's a pretty good temperature for inside of the greenhouse. And we also have some shade cloth on to help with the heat because when the clouds do go away, it gets extremely hot in here. So we can read the thermometer though and check the temperature. All right, so I'm going to show you guys one more thing here. You want to secure that? Nice. All right, so we are at the back of the greenhouse. We're on the outside, and I was going to show you guys this. This is, again, one of Lily's inventions. So, because it does get really hot, again, one of her little contraptions here, she made it where you can roll this up, and then, doing this one-handed. Anyways, the bungee up there, the bungee up there can hold this up, so you get tons of airflow through the greenhouse. Isn't that nifty? I like it. And then, if it's not in use, you just, again, one of her little inventions here, you just pull down, and we're going to secure that there. And the wind will not flap that up. So once Jeff kind of can till up this other side a little bit more with the excavator, hopefully, pull out more roots on this side, we may plant some more vegetables in this area, but it's just too rooty right now. But that is it, you guys. That's what we have planted so far. How are the plants doing, Lily?
I could use some fertilizer probably.
Okay. We want to thank you guys for watching us, following us, and supporting our family here in Off-Grid, Alaska. It means a lot to us. We will see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care.